Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Pearce announced two massive matches for tonight's edition of WWE Raw. Tonight's edition of the Red Brand will air live from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. WWE Royal Rumble 2025 aired live this past Saturday night, and the promotion is now building toward this year's Elimination Chamber event on March 1. Ahead of Raw, Pearce announced two Elimination Chamber qualifying matches would take place during tonight's show. The Raw general manager revealed that Liv Morgan will be squaring off against Io Sky, and Sami Zayn will battle CM Punk. Later tonight, the winners of the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches will earn a future title shot. CM Punk and Sami Zayn had an intense backstage conversation last month on WWE Raw. The Second City Saint claimed that Zayn was not on his level during an interview with Jackie Redmond. The former Intercontinental Champion confronted Punk about his words and admitted that he was right about him not being on his level. However, Zayn then responded with a brutal insult about the 46-year-old's career. Punk has never been in the main event of WrestleMania and will have to find another way to do so this year after coming up short in the men's Royal Rumble match. Zayn noted that he wasn't on Punk's level because he had competed in the main event of WrestleMania, while the former AEW World Champion has never done so. Jey Uso eliminated Sami Zayn from the men's Royal Rumble over the weekend and went on to win the match. CM Punk eliminated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at WWE Royal Rumble, but was sent over the top rope by Logan Paul. It will be fascinating to see which star wins the Elimination Chamber qualifying match later tonight on WWE Raw. The roar of the crowd echoed through the arena as the camera panned across the sea of WWE fans, each waiting in anticipation for the next shocking moment. Tonight, WWE Raw was bound to be special, with whispers circulating backstage that something monumental was about to unfold. As the lights dimmed and the theme music hit, Pearce, WWE's authoritative figure, emerged onto the stage, his confident stride signaling that something big was coming. The fans immediately erupted in cheers and curious chants, hoping to see their favorite superstars, but none knew that this night was going to change the course of WWE history. The build-up. Since the beginning of the year, WWE Raw had seen its fair share of drama, with rivalries escalating and emotions running high. From championship hunts to personal vendettas, the Red Brand was a hotbed of competition. That there had been a sense that something was simmering beneath the surface, a new level of intensity waiting to break through. On tonight's show, that tension would finally come to a head as Pearce entered the ring. His expression was a mix of calm resolve and calculated determination. The WWE Universe knew that when Pearce made an announcement, it wasn't just an announcement, it was a game-changer. His role as WWE's executive official had given him the power to shape the trajectory of the show, and every time he stepped out, the fans were eager to see how his decisions would impact the superstars. With the microphone in hand, Pearce looked out at the crowd, taking in the electric atmosphere before speaking. Tonight, Pearce began, "We're not just here for a regular edition of WWE Raw tonight, we're here for something that will alter the landscape of this brand. I've heard the demands, I've seen the tensions building, and now it's time to make this personal. 2 matches, 2 superstars, and stakes so high, they will change the very fabric of WWE Raw." The crowd buzzed with excitement. They knew something big was coming. Pearce paused for effect, letting the anticipation build before delivering the first announcement. Match 1, a no-holds-barred match between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. The first match was announced as nothing short of brutal, a no-holds-barred contest between two of the most dangerous men in WWE today, Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. Seth Rollins, Pearce continued, has had a target on his back for months now, and Bobby Lashley has made it clear that he's not done with the architect. Every time these two have clashed, it's been explosive, But tonight I'm going to make it official. Rollins and Lashley will face off in a no-holds-barred match. No rules, no restrictions, just pure chaos. One man will walk out victorious and the other will be left to pick up the pieces of what's sure to be a war. The fans went wild chanting, "This is awesome," in unison, in knowing that this battle would likely leave both men battered and bruised. Seth Rollins, the fearless high-flying star who always seemed to find a way to overcome adversity, was now faced with the unstoppable force that was Bobby Lashley, who had been on a rampage ever since returning to WWE. The storyline between Rollins and Lashley had been heating up for weeks. Rollins had been vocal about his disdain for Lashley, mocking his dominance, and calling out his inability to evolve beyond the brute force mentality. Lashley, in turn, had repeatedly shown that he would stop at nothing to dismantle Rollins and prove that his strength was unmatched. Their encounters had escalated from small skirmishes to all-out brawls. Rollins had found himself on the receiving end of Lashley's devastating spear and the almighty Hurt Lock on more than one occasion. But each time Rollins had managed to slither out of danger, using his agility and craftiness to turn the tables, until now. No more rules, no more limitations. This was going to be a fight for the ages. As Pearce spoke about the no-holds-barred match, the camera cut to a backstage segment where both Rollins and Lashley were shown preparing for the upcoming contest. Rollins was seen with a focused look, his arms covered in tattoos and his face painted with defiance, ready to show the world that he could outlast any storm Lashley could bring. Lashley, meanwhile, was shown working out with intense fury, his massive frame rippling with muscle, ready to dominate and send a message to everyone in the locker room. The stakes. What made this match truly high stakes wasn't just the brutal nature of the contest, it was the personal animosity between the two men. Rollins and Lashley had a deep-rooted hatred for each other that extended beyond the ring. Both men had made it clear that they would do whatever it took to break the other down, physically and mentally. The no-holds-barred match was the perfect opportunity for them to leave it all in the ring. Pearce had promised that the winner would be awarded a future opportunity for a championship match. With so many top titles up for grabs, from the WWE Universal Championship to the Intercontinental and United States Championships, this was a prize worth fighting for. Both Rollins and Lashley had already made it known that they had their eyes on gold, and this match would give one of them the chance to prove that they belonged in the title picture. As Pearce finished his announcement, he turned to face the Titantron, where a video package was played, highlighting the brutal history between the two superstars. From their first encounter to the heated backstage brawls, the video had the crowd on their feet, knowing that this was going to be a clash of titans like never before. Match 2. A ladder match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. The second announcement was just as thrilling. Pearce, ever the showman, let the fans sit with the tension of the first match for a moment before speaking again. "Now, I know you've all been waiting for this one," Pearce said with a grin. "The Raw Women's Championship has been the subject of fierce competition for months, but now, it's time to up the ante. Tonight, we will have a ladder match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, and the two women who will compete for that title are none other than the reigning champion, Charlotte Flair, and the challenger, Bianca Belair." The crowd erupted into applause, knowing that these two women had earned their place in the main event. Charlotte Flair, the Queen of WWE, had held the Raw Women's Championship with an iron grip. Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, had been chasing the title for months, and this would be her opportunity to prove that she was more than just the future, she was the now. Pearce continued, "In this ladder match, it's not just about who can climb the ladder the fastest. It's about who can endure the pain, who can push through the punishment, and who can claim what they believe is rightfully theirs." Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair will take their rivalry to new heights, literally, because the only way to win is to retrieve the championship from above the ring. One of these women will walk out with the Raw Women's Championship. The other will be left with nothing but the memories of what could have been. This announcement set the WWE Universe on fire. Charlotte and Bianca had already proven their incredible athleticism and endurance in the ring, but the addition of the ladder raised the stakes. Both women were known for their resilience, But this match would test their limits in ways they had never experienced before. The brutality of a ladder match, with the risk of high-flying moves and dangerous spots, would add a new layer to their already fierce rivalry. The stakes. Just like with the no-holds-barred match, the stakes were monumental. The Raw Women's Championship was one of the most coveted titles in WWE, and both Charlotte and Bianca knew that this could be their defining moment. For Charlotte, this was about cementing her legacy as the greatest female wrestler in history. For Bianca, this was about proving that she was the true EST, the one who deserved to hold the championship and lead the women's division. The rivalry between Charlotte and Bianca had been building for months, with Bianca constantly coming close but falling short of dethroning the champion. Whether it was through interference, mind games, or sheer force, Charlotte had managed to stay on top. But with the ladder match stipulation in place, there would be no room for excuses. No one to blame but themselves if they fell short. The fans knew that this match was going to be a spectacle, one of the most intense and physically demanding contests of the year. As Pearce finished his announcement, the crowd's excitement reached a fever pitch. Both competitors had already made it clear that they were willing to sacrifice everything to win, and now the world would watch as they put their bodies on the line for the ultimate prize. The fallout. As the night went on, the WWE Universe buzzed with anticipation. The matches were set, and the superstars were ready to leave it all in the ring. Adam Pearce had delivered on his promise, setting up two high-stakes, high-octane matches that would leave everyone talking. The question now was, who would emerge victorious? Would Seth Rollins finally get the better of Bobby Lashley in their brutal, no-holds-barred clash? Or would Lashley's raw power prove to be too much for Rollins? In the Women's Championship match, would Charlotte Flair continue her reign of dominance, or would Bianca Belair climb the ladder to claim the title that had eluded her for so long? There was no way of knowing for sure, but one thing was certain: WWE Raw had just become a must-see event. The landscape had shifted, and the stakes had never been higher. Let me know if you need further modifications or a specific direction for any part of this. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.